Bitcoin didn't top. It mid-cycle flushed. And if you don't understand this pattern, you will get shaken out right before the parabolic move, because every Bitcoin bull run has the same violent crash right in the middle. And every time it fools beginners into thinking it's over. In fact, it even fools, the most advanced crypto experts on YouTube, everywhere. Crypto Twitter. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what the mid-cycle flush is, why it happens, and what stage we're in right now, and what the data says comes next. Hey, this is Colin. I help beginners in crypto cut through all the hype, cut through all the noise, and learn how to build real wealth in crypto using simple macro strategies and a conviction-based portfolio. After going through my hard-learned lessons in this market, I committed to doing things differently, with discipline, clarity, and long-term purpose. Now I'm building wealth the right way, and I'm helping others do the same as well along my journey. Not chasing hype, but stewarding opportunity. If you're here to build something real and not gamble, you're in the right place. Today, we're breaking down the mid-cycle flush, one of the most misunderstood patterns in crypto. This is the moment that separates beginners who panic from investors who build generational wealth. Now, if you've taken a look recently in the markets and you're starting to see what's going on, you see this big crash, you see the crypto market, Bitcoin in the crypto market just crashing, just bleeding out. Everything looks like such a disaster. Are we going into the bear market? Is this over? Is the top in? What's going on? Everybody's confused. Everybody's frustrated. Everybody's panicking. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people are, right? And so, yes, even myself, I decided to take back and take a look at things. And I asked the questions: what's going on? What's actually happening? What's behind this? If this is the top, I said to myself, if this is the top, how could it be when we don't have any of the macro top signals? People are saying it's the top, it's over, it's done. But when I look at using my GPT, that tells me what my top signals are. When I look at all the top signals that I'm looking for in the macro, none of them are there. Nothing's flashing. Nothing tells us that it's the top of the market. But yet everybody's saying it's the top. It's in. We're done. It's finished. That's it for the cycle. It doesn't make any sense. So I decided to do even more research. And that's when I really discovered and really figured out exactly how this mid-cycle flush works, what it is, what it's all about, and why it's here, and why it's so important that you need to understand this mid-cycle flush. And if you want to dive in even deeper after this video, I put all my findings, I put everything together in 100+ page report, macro report on this mid-cycle flush. Now, it may sound like a lot of reading 100+ pages, but it actually it flows pretty quick going through the 100 pages. It's the way it's formatted. But it's a report called the Mid-Cycle Flush, and you can download it for free in PDF on my website. I'll put the link for that down below in the description so you can download that PDF and you can read all the details, much further detail than this video. But in this video, we're going to cover what the mid-cycle flush actually is, why it happens, and why it always happens mid-cycle. The history of mid-cycle flushes, or where 2025 fits with all of this. Then what happens after the mid-cycle flush, the most explosive part of the cycle. So grab your pens, start taking notes. You're going to learn something, I really hope so, in this video. Drop me some comments and let me know what you take away from this too. But let's start off with what actually is the mid-cycle flush. Most people think that the big crash that we get in the middle of a bull run, of that bull cycle, when we're going up, that big crash, they think that that's the top. that the top is in. But it's not. The mid-cycle flush is a violent correction right in the middle of a bull run that wipes out leverage. It resets overheated market conditions. It breaks key moving averages, and it scares out anyone who does not understand macro cycles. Here's the simple definition. The mid-cycle flush is the reset before Bitcoin goes parabolic. You will see 20 to 40% Bitcoin price drops, 40 to 70% altcoin price drops, liquidation cascades, funding rate collapse, influencers panicking, and retail giving up. But here's the key. It's not the end of the cycle. It's the middle. And the crash sets us up for the biggest part of the bull market cycle. All right, why the mid-cycle flush happens? The liquidity inflection point. This is where beginners get confused. And yeah, still even advanced crypto traders, investors, people that have been in the crypto space for a while still get confused with this. The mid-cycle crash, the mid-cycle flush, it happens because of macro liquidity, not random volatility. Let's simplify this. Reason number one, liquidity bottoms. Every cycle has that point where liquidity reaches its tightest stage. Not the lowest, but the tightest stage. Not enough liquidity equals risk assets correct sharply. This is the flush moment. Okay, reason number two, QT ending policy inflection. The flush typically happens near the end of tightening, right before liquidity expands again, right before the macro environment flips, and when the market is the most fragile. In other words, the crash is caused by the end of tightening, not the start of the bear market. Okay, reason number three, leverage gets wiped out. When too many people go long, market makers wipe them out every cycle. And reason number four, ETF inflows slow down, not outflows, not bearish, just a slowdown. The market overreacts and beginners panic, and smart money starts to accumulate. So let's talk about the history of mid-cycle flushes. Mid-cycle flushes from 2013, 2017, and 2021. And then, of course, now. This is the part that nobody talks about. And it happened every cycle. In 2013, Bitcoin crashed 80% in April. Everyone said that the bull run is over. Then Bitcoin went 20x higher. In 2017, Bitcoin crashed 40% in June and September. Influencers panicked. Then Bitcoin went 8x higher. In 2021, Bitcoin crashed 55% in May to July. Everyone called the top. It was over. It was done, finished. Bull run done in the summer of 2021. But then what happened? Bitcoin rebounded. It went up. It shot up. It doubled up again. And it went to a new all-time high and finished in November of 2021. So then now, here in 2025, here we are. The same patterns playing out again. The same structure is playing out again. The same panic is playing out again. And according to the liquidity cycle, the parabolic phase is still ahead. Every mid-cycle flush triggers the next euphoric parabolic phase in the crypto cycle. Always. So then what happens after the flush? The most explosive phase. Once the flush is done, the market doesn't die. It ignites. Here's what historically happens next? Step 1, liquidity expands. QT ends, policy loosens, and money flows back into risk-on assets. Then step number 2, Bitcoin recovers first. Bitcoin stabilizes and then starts to continue on its trend upwards, then soon breaking and making new highs. And then step number 3, Bitcoin dominance peaks, and then ETH finally, or ETH BTC finally starts to rotate, and ETH starts to finally overtake BTC in that trend. Step number 4, altcoin season. Altcoin season begins, first starting with the large caps, then mid cap rotates, then the narratives ignite, and then retail wakes up and comes and buys those big green candles. Step number 5, meme coins. It's meme season. It's madness. It's the madness phase. This is where beginners, new people coming in, make and lose their fortunes. And then finally, well, we have step number 6, which is the blow off euphoric top. This is the final stage, the big vertical move, the phase that everyone's dreaming about and waiting for. But only a few actually survive long enough to really reach this point. Only a few are sticking around long enough to experience the actual euphoric blow off top. We're not there yet. We are entering it though. This is why understanding the mid-cycle flush is so important. Why it matters so much. Most people quit right before the opportunity presents itself, right before the opportunity is here. I mean, you can see it. Social media, it's lit up. It's lit up with everybody that's they're not even calling the top. They're saying the top was already in a long time ago, guys. We're on our way down. Look, we're crashing down. Cycle's done. They couldn't even tell you when the top was until it was gone a while ago, is what they're saying. I don't know. Maybe they're just too mad, but hey, I mean, like I said, it happens every time. It happens every time. Everybody thinks that it was the top. Everybody thinks that it already happened. But you got to take a look. You got to step back. You got to understand that it wasn't the top because there were no macro top signals. Fear and greed index. Fear is at number 10. Do we finish a bull market at fear at 10? No, we finish at euphoric greed 95, not 10. The NUPL, the net profit and loss, unrealized loss. Many are underwater. They're not way up there. I was looking, man, so many people have been buying Bitcoin at such high prices. They didn't want it at 16. They wanted it at 120. We didn't have an alt season. Well, it just happened. Yeah, it just happened that none of the alts pump other than less than a handful that you can count. Some of the XRP and SOL. Zcash? What? Is there another one? You know what I'm saying? That's not how a bull market ends. Where was the euphoria? It's just simple. But still, yet, even though it's so simple, many thought it was over or think it's still over until you watch and you see it can't be over. But if this gives you any clarity and you really want to dig in and understand the macro mid-cycle flush, download my free report, the 100+ page macro liquidity report on the mid-cycle flush. The link is down below. Check it out. Great detail, breaks down more of the history of the flushes on also breaks down more of why this isn't the top, breaks down more on how liquidity drives crypto and what the next 6 to 12 months could possibly really look like. You can download the report for free. As well, I've got some more videos right about here, another playlist that I'm sure you're going to find some value in here as well. I'll be over there. Check them out. Bye for now. See you later.